Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Vaishnavi Rao, Consultant Reproductive Medicine at Millen, JP Nagar and Kumara Park. So today we are discussing about IUI. So what is an IUI? IUI is intrauterine insemination. It is one of the assisted fertility measures that a person seeks in order to have a pregnancy. So in IUI, we take the husband's sperms and wash them. So the highly motile fraction of sperms is being processed and put directly into the uterus. That is, we surpass the cervical factor and go closer to the tubes. So it is basically allowing us to have more number of motile fraction of sperms reaching the site of fertilization, which is the tube. So we cannot have that get into the particular tube, that is, the ovary which is ovulating in that particular tube. That is not possible, but we put it closer to the tubes. So why is an IUI done? So when a person comes to us on a day 2 or a day 3 of a menstrual cycle, we do a scan and look for the antral follicle count. That is the number of follicles that is present in each ovary, and along with the endometrial thickness, and then plan a mild kind of stimulation for them so that we enhance the number of eggs that actually reach the site of fertilization. So IUI can be done only when the tubes are patent. As we all know that the site of fertilization is the tube. So tubal patency is important to be first established, that tubes are open before we carry out an IUI procedure. So it can also be done for certain male factor indications like mild to moderate male infertility, and in order to surpass the cervix. So in order to reach the tubes, the site of fertilization, we put the washed semen sample near the tubes. Along with that, if the husband is absent during the time of, when we actually do an IUI, we can also process the semen and then put it in the form of, use a catheter and put the sperms closer to the tubes. So these are some of the indications for an IUI. Yeah, so we have just spoken about the stimulation that we have done. So after doing the stimulation, either with tablets and injections, when the follicle is ready, so we give a trigger injection so as that the follicle should, the ovulation should happen. So after about 34 to 36 hours after the trigger has been given, we do a scan to find out whether the follicle has ruptured or not. So on that day, we would advise the couple to come, and after the scan, we would advise for the IUI. So IUI is done using a SIM speculum. So we have to expose the cervix using either the SIM speculum or the Cusco speculum, and the washed fraction of the motile sperm. So the wash of the semen sample can be done in two ways. One is the swim up technique and the density gradient technique. So this is based on the semen count, and it would be decided whether we would go in for a density gradient or a swim up. Count being good, swim up technique will usually suffice, or the count being on the little lower side, then we would go in for a density gradient. So once we expose the cervix, we would take the catheter, which is loaded with the highly motile fraction of sperms. We would go up to insert the catheter into the cervical os and go little up. This is what is called as bypassing the cervical factor, and deposit it close to the tubes. So we cannot be sure that we are getting into the tube because that procedure is not allowed. We would just put it as close to the tube as possible to enhance the process of fertilization. So thereby, when we do a stimulation, we would enhance more number of follicles which are coming up, and we would enrich this motile fraction of sperms, and the site of fertilization is the tube. So the sperm and the egg to meet, and so that the success of the procedure would be enhanced by about 18 to 20% as compared to trying naturally. So as we were just discussing about the techniques that are used, supposing we are using a frozen semen sample, then the frozen semen sample comes from a sperm bank which is frozen and it is quarantined and it is free from all the infectious diseases. So this needs to be thawed before the semen sample is being introduced. Now coming to what to expect after an IUI. So many patients have doubts as to say that is the pregnancy going to happen. We do not know whether all these things are going to happen in the IUI. So we need to just support that with luteal phase medications, which would just include progesterone or HCG injections depending on the case, and followed by a 2 weeks period, which need not be having bed rest or anything like that. You can continue your regular activities and do a beta HCG, that is a pregnancy test, in order to see whether the pregnancy has happened or not. So the success rate with a stimulated procedure, as in using oral ovulogens along with the injectable gonadotrophins, the success would go anywhere between 18 to 20% for an IUI cycle, and considering the risks, it would be probably having a chance of multiple pregnancy depending on the stimulation used. But as such, there is no such risk involved.